Okay, I'm going to quickly go over some of the differences between DPI and STEP in 0.8 and 0.7. So when I load up an image here in 0.8, we have the image and it loads up at a particular DPI, in this case 240. That's actually natively taken from the image itself. And we can set the DPI in 6. Then it sets the DPI to 506, sets it here. Also, we could just do a quick DPI here. Now, on an M2 Nano, the DPI of 500 is going to equal about step 2. 333 is going to be about step 3. This is going to be about step 4. This would be step 10. Okay, so if we set it to about step 3, which is going to be our DPI of about 300, the image size is done irrespective of the DPI. So the DPI is the number of dots per inch. So the resolution itself is based on a physical distance. The reason this was needed for the switch between 0.7 and 0.8 is we added additional laser controls. So for example, a Galvo laser, like a EasyCAD 2 device, we will have a completely different step size. So, well, this is like 100 millimeters by 100 millimeters. It's actually something on the order of a step size is like 0.19 mils. And so that gives you like 19 steps or something, but for a DPI of 500, because it needed to be the same on one and the other so that you could have a somewhat consistent design between one laser and the other laser. It needed a physical distance, so it got rewritten to properly reflect that. Now, on Facebook, Dom has a point that it doesn't have steps, and he's actually right. It's actually a little bit limited here because even if you set the steps, know whether or not your size is perfect for that number of steps. But the newer backend for the M2 Nano will let you just set the DPI correctly anyway. So even if you set the DPI to 280, which isn't evenly divisible, which isn't 1,000 divided by anything, it will sort of alternate the DPI between the steps between 4 and 3. So it'll do like 3 and then 4 and then 3 and then 4, etc., to get to the correct DPI. So it actually shouldn't really be noticeable, and it gives you a lot more fine grained control. But it is actually accurate that you can't force your size to meet your step. And it's also correct that you can't do pass through currently, which is one of the pull requests that we're currently working on, so that you can drag in an image that's already been processed and make sure that it gets burnt at the optimal size that you pre-process the image yourself for. There's still the pre-processed image stuff, so if you wanted to do raster wizard gravy here, it would apply gravy, and then you can set your DPI here, and then it will readjust the resolution here. That's the primary difference. That's why we changed it. And it is actually a bit of an oversight. You can still use 0.7 for some of your pass-through required stuff, and it should be a bit more consistent. We're going to give it a more obvious mode here. It generally is improved, but we did lose a couple features in the transition. So thanks for watching.